I've no idea, absolutely no idea why the lights have gone off. I'm really hoping you guys come back. I'm going to give it a few minutes. All I can say is if you're on replay, Tassos, Kaya, I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm going to check the settings for the comments. Um, so if you're here, the lights are just not working. I don't know what's happening. They were all charged, everything like that. So I know the light setting isn't what it usually is. Hi, Kaya. I'm having a nightmare. Honestly, I was just saying the lights are just having, I don't know what's going on. They've all been charged and they're just switching off. So all I can do is apologize. I'm not going to go off again, but like it was just a little bit chaotic. So I hopefully you all come back. I really apologize for that. Just a little bit frustrating, but I hope this is okay for everybody. I think before it was just getting a little bit um, so dark. So yes, this is probably what we can do. Hopefully Tassos will get this notification as well and come back. But yeah, what a day. Okay, so we're just gonna set. So we just had popped on the NYX glaze, and this is the soft glow skin tint. So hopefully Kaya Tassos comes back as well. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on. We'll wait for a minute or two, I think, and see what happens. But yeah, all my lights just completely switched off, guys. So I'm really sorry about that. I'm not having luck, I think, with lights, but hopefully, as I said before, he comes back, and I know Rumpelstiltskin usually comes on a Monday. So yeah. So I will reintroduce myself because I know a lot of new people come on quite early on in the streams, and that'll give people a chance to come back. So my name is Kira. I do makeup tutorials here on YouTube and mental health videos. And outside of that, I am a support worker for young adults with Down syndrome and autism. So, but on YouTube, I do makeup. So, oh dear, guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a better day than I am, I should say. Um, okay. So I'm just setting everything. And this is the Collections Matte Super Collections Mattifying Powder enriched with vitamin E. So, and it's got SPF 20. Okay. So now we're going to go in with bronzer. The palette that I'm using today is the W7 Socialite Palette. So it's another W7 product. This is what it looks like. Super pretty. But it's got really nice colors that you can use in autumn. And if you're into glitters and things like that, it's quite nice. So that's what we're looking at. I'm hoping that Tassos actually realized that I was having issues and I didn't just randomly go offline. So I do apologize if you're on playback looking at this, but I know it's the day off. He was saying yesterday that tomorrow's his day off, so I'm sure he'll come back. Okay, I'm just going to take some water. It's a shame there's no way to kind of let people know, as in like notify or anything like that. But we're going to go in and set the under eye, and this is the Revolution Baking Powder. There's Banana Light. This is the pink, and I essentially just use this under the eyes. So we are just going to get my triangle puff and use that. But definitely do look at the channel if you're interested in makeup or makeup tutorials. I've got a requested mental health video that came through anonymously, which is absolutely fine. As in they want to remain anonymous when I do the video, which is absolutely fine. So that is going up on Saturday. It's finally my weekend off this Saturday coming, so that'll be nice. Okay, so how odd, guys, just all my lights just started to flicker. And of course, I put my triangle puff somewhere in a safe space. Hi, Zari. Thank you for joining. Just going to move a few things around. But Kaya, I'm glad that, you know, tomorrow's going to be so exciting for you, with the Halloween party. It's going to be really good. Uh, Zyrif, this is so I run a makeup tutorial channel on YouTube, and then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, I do lives. So I get ready with you guys on the live, and I get to chat to you that way too. I get to chat to subscribers, and then any new subscribers that want to come on can then look at the channel too, and we interact that way. So that's what I do. Hi Lisa, Emmy Bemmy. Okay, so have I found my puff triangle puff? I don't think I have. So what we're going, you're welcome. We're actually going to use this, which is kind of non-traditional for me, but I think I have that saying where people say I've put it somewhere safe. I've put the triangle puff that I got with the Revolution powder somewhere safe. So yeah, that's not good, is it? That's what my gran used to say. When she lost something, you put it somewhere safe. Okay, so we're going to use this. Hi, Tassos, you're back. I was just saying to Kaya, I hope you didn't think I just went offline completely. The 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 lights just all were starting to go off and things like that, and it just looked crazy. So I've got it somewhat normal now. So yeah, I did say to Kaya, I hope that he realized I didn't just go offline without just, you know, but my lights were just acting up. So yeah, I'm glad you're back. And Kaya says hi, Tassos. Um, okay, so I cannot find the little triangle puff. So basically Revolution used to sell with this, they used to sell like a little triangle puff that was really good for just popping the powder under your eyes. But in traditional Kira style, it has been put somewhere safe. So we're going to use a little triangle, try to just use it this way. I don't know, Tassos, seriously, I was saying to Kaya that you know, they were all charged. So, oh my goodness, seriously, I don't know. But it was, you know, I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea. And first of all, I was saying at the beginning of the live Tassos, possibly it was the newer, but only one of the, as in the brand newer, but only one of the lights is newer. So, okay. So we're not going to get the effect, I think, fully, but basically that triangle puff, when you pop it in here, it really is designed for under the eye. So what it'll do is, and I'm just explaining it because I don't have the actual triangle puff with me, it sets everything under the eye, it sets your concealer, everything, and that's basically what the purpose of it is. So I have set everything else with the Super Matte Fix, so we're going to go on with bronzer. I'll just catch up then with the comments. But again, apologies for the lighting. I will have it all ready as best I can on Wednesday. Okay. But Tassos, I hope you had a good day today. Limerick 12th. I haven't seen the inaugural Miss Universe, but in my opinion, you're the most beautiful among all the Miss Universe winners I've seen. I have never won Miss Universe, but thank you. Zarif, many people mess up makeup. That's why it's a code red. Okay. And Bafana Johnson, give me your WhatsApp number. I don't give out my WhatsApp number on lives. Okay. So I'm going to just show you some drops from Revolution, bronzer drops. This is Scorched in light medium, and it has squalene, hyaluronic acid, and grapeseed oil. So, Bafana Johnson, so you don't trust me. I don't know you, Bafana. I don't know you, so why would I give you my number? Oh, one of the lights is starting to flicker. Okay. Someday everything will go fine on a live, guys, I promise. Okay. So be super careful with this. Now, as I said before, some people I've seen, they pop their brush straight away in there and then they'll go all around the face. I like to kind of put it where I want it and then I blend it in. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. And I would say to everyone listening, guys, never give out your phone number to somebody you don't know. And that goes for online. That goes for if you meet somebody and you don't know them very well, you haven't built up a friendship or anything like that. Just obviously it's common sense, isn't it? But um it's just to reiterate. Okay. Tassos, I had an okay day. And what about Kaya? Well, she's got her Halloween party tomorrow. So she's excited about that. I don't know if she's still on. I did say Wednesday I'll go on at 7. That's kind of a day where I can definitely go on at 7. Mondays are sometimes a little bit chaotic. But yeah, Kaya, if you're here, hoping you had a good day. Okay. Oh, you're here, Kaya. That's great. Tassos was wondering how your day was. Okay, so I'm just blending that in, guys, kind of in a bronzy. And bronzer is essentially where the sun would naturally hit your face. So it's usually around the forehead, kind of the cheek area, sometimes under here. But it just gives you kind of a very kind of healthy look. And I don't want to look too kind of glowy in autumn. I just want to have that nice matte look, just put together look. But I will intermittently apologize for the lighting. I will try to organize that as best I can. Okay, what we're going to do is go over that with, it was an okay day. Yeah. Okay. Still, guys, if you're wondering, on the last 3 lives, I haven't actually popped on any brow at all, any brow products, because I'm still testing out the Eyelure London, and it's the Dye Brow Permanent Tint Brows. So basically you get 12 uses. You pop it on and leave it on for 15 minutes, take it off, and it's supposed to last for 6 weeks. So we're in week 3, and I think it has slightly faded, but it's not to where I think it's not worth buying. So absolutely, take a look at that video if you're interested. It's on my channel. I'm just going to take some water and catch up with you guys. I saw my friend Sophie today, and she has kind of adopted into her, because her mom has recently can't mind the dog, basically. It's called Tara, and I've had dogs for quite a while. I don't have any now, but I've gone through childhood and teens always having a dog or a cat, and today it was just cuddle time with Tara. It was so nice. There's just something about dogs that I just absolutely love. Sophie was like, Kira, you're talking to her like she's your baby. I was like, it was very sweet. Yeah, she's a lovely little thing. She's like a cockapoo, I think. She's got really like curly hair, but she's small. Not too small, but and she's lovely. She's lovely. Like a brown, in between brown and white. Okay. So we're gonna just go in with the bronzer, the powder bronzer, just to kind of double up on this. Tassos, I believe that Gen is going to be better than Gen Z and all the madness. So Kaya, keep reading and educating yourself about several subjects that interest you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. Have you got any book suggestions, Tassos? There is a very, very good book. It's called Basic Economics, and I think they should have taught it in school. And it's not economics in the sense of learning about businesses and things like that. It literally teaches you about life and finance and the reality of when you leave school. It's just called Basic Economics. And it's something I have, really easy to read. But it's a really good one to have as you go through life. Another book I had when I was your age was something called Am I Blue? I have it on my bookshelf, and it really helped me when I was younger too, because it goes through every possible preteen and teen emotion people can have, and how to get through it. The other thing that I used to have a lot of was when I was young, Kai. I don't know if you've heard of this book. It's called Chicken Soup for the Soul. And they do it for teens, they do it for preteens, they do it for women, men. It's kind of a really good concept. So yeah, there's lots of things out there, I think. But as Tassos said, keep reading and keep your thirst for knowledge, basically. Thomas Piketty. Okay, I'll have to look him up. Jet Rex plays Dogman and Cat Kid. Okay. So that's that. I do apologize intermittently for the lights, guys. It's just really frustrating. Um, I'm just going to double check the comments have just come up. Sorry. Okay, I'm just checking. Everything says okay. Okay, so I think this will be more of a chat with you guys, given the lighting. I will do the makeup, but I think given the lighting and given what's happened tonight, it's a good chance for me to kind of chat with you guys more so than kind of as I get ready. That's great, but also kind of maybe talk to you guys as well. Um, I'm just looking at the light situation and making sure they're powered up. They're all powered up. So, one moment, guys, just for one moment. I think just a second. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Okay. It's not going to work, guys. Sorry, I just had to check something. One suggestion would be Dear God by Eric Emanuel. It's not religious or preachy, don't worry. You're getting ready. Whoa, you have a date? Is that to me? No, I don't. I don't have a date. Unless I've missed a comment, somebody else is getting ready for a date. No, I've been out with my friend Sophie today and got to have lots of cuddles with her dog Tara. I found another connector, but then the plug is missing, even though it was here yesterday. So things are not going good, are they? But no, I don't have a date. Um, okay. So what I'm going to do is go in with the but when I say get ready, it's usually get ready with me, isn't it? Kind of on the, so if you hear me use that, it's just usually the um sorry guys, it's just flickering here. 1 second. I'm just going to be 1 second, guys. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm here. Okay, sorry guys. Another light just went off, but I'm coming back. I don't know what's happening here, guys. Sorry. Sorry, I'm here. Okay, I'm back. So sorry, guys. That's the last time I think I'm going to be able to fix anything. One of them just went out completely. So I'm back. I'm not going to try and mess with anything. Okay, we're back. Tay Mason said, hi, Tay Mason. Tassos, you know I'm away from home now for a couple of years now and I miss my DVDs. Yeah, DVDs. I used to have the entire Friends set actually, and they're all on DVDs, but now it's probably something I wouldn't even be able to play, unless I was on my laptop where you have the little thing that you can pop out. But yeah, I used to have the Friends, the whole set of Friends. I think I still have it at home with my mum. It's in, but yeah, no, I have a lot of things back home on DVDs. Yeah, the Gilmore Girls. That's another thing that me and my mum used to watch. But what do you have on your DVDs? What did you used to have? I feel like we're all like huddled in the dark here, guys. I just feel very strange. I'm sorry about this. Do you know what I used to have as well on DVD? Turner and Hooch. but it's a very sad story. It's good, but it's, yeah, I used to have that on DVD. I'd still have it at home, probably. My mum has it somewhere safe, probably. Okay. Just checking the settings as well, guys. Just a second. Okay. Right, I'm just going to look for that blush. It's Birthday Cake by Sheen. And we did have it here a moment ago. I used to have Will and Grace as well. That's a very old series. You know what became really popular in the pandemic, and it's not on DVD. It probably is now, but it's quite an old series. It's Everybody Loves Raymond. That became really popular in the pandemic. And The King of Queens, that as well. Kind of like a series. Okay. Many movies and a few reruns. For example, I have Hoffman and the Millionaires with Peter Sellers. Oh, wow. I'm going to just switch up the actual blush, guys, and we're going to go in with this blush again. This is the Buttermelt blush, and it's in Better Than Before, and it's the raspberry one. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to go in with a liquid blush tonight. I think we're just going to stick with powder. But we might actually go with either, they're very similar. This is just lighter, so we might go with the lighter one actually. I do take a look at my videos on my channel. I do have this and I have the terracotta, and what I do is I actually side by side on either cheek in the video, just test them out. It's the first day I got them, so definitely look at that. So we're going to go with Wild Card from Rimmel. Okay. What would your favorite movie be, Tassos? When I was really little, I watched Three Men and a Little Lady. That was quite cute. But if I think of it now, I like Shawshank Redemption. And it's more kind of documentaries that I look at now. But if I was to think of a really good film, it would be The Shawshank Redemption. I like that. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. This is Wild Card. Nice kind of lighter. I think this is beautiful, but can it be quite heavy? It can be really, really dark. So we might go with kind of a lighter one. We're just gonna take that really light. That's okay, Kaya. This is becoming a little bit of a live that certainly wasn't planned to go the way it did, but and I'm sure you've had a busy day as well in school, so I understand that. I apologize for the whole lighting drama. But you've got your costume ready to go then, which is good. What are your friends dressing up as, Kaya? So no dates. Tassos, what about you? Have you been on any dates recently? Okay, so it's kind of looking sort of starting to come together. There will be photos obviously a little bit later, and that will show. I'll put a different lighting up, and it'll show kind of the I always pop in the post section, so we'll do that. What I'm going to do is move ahead now with the W7 Socialite. One of my friends is going to be a werewolf. Wow, that's going to be good. I think I said before, if I could ever go to a dress-up Halloween party, it would be Wednesday from the Addams Family. I love it. So these do have, you can look at these in the store, guys. These do have the colors on the back. It did come with a brush, as you can see, but I have my own brushes. So we're just going to go in with this is called, so they're all named as well. We're going to go in with Debutante right here. Okay, and I'm just going to get my e.l.f. fluffy brush. Some of my friends think it's weird. About the werewolf, you mean? I guess it's kind of the essence of Halloween. Some people will dress up, but so, as different kind of characters. But then some people will actually kind of follow the theme of Halloween itself, which is kind of like you say, werewolves and things like that. But I can see now how people would feel it's weird. But also, I can kind of understand from a Halloween point of view. It absolutely a werewolf is exactly in line or in tune with Halloween. Tassos, I'm not. I'm going to leave Limassol soon, so I don't want to start anything. I like the place, but I'm too sensitive to the noise pollution. It's a deal breaker for me. Yeah, for sure. I understand that. You don't want to start something and you're not actually comfortable where you live rather than start something up with a connection with somebody. So you say you're leaving. Do you know where you're going? We've just been taken over by another company. And they're making me do, because I'm not from this country, it's quite frustrating. So we were one company and now we've been taken over by another, but they want, even though my DBS, which is an enhanced DBS, which just means that you get checked for any kind of, if you've ever broken the law, etc. And they usually last, once they're done and you've passed it, they last for 4 years. But because I'm not from the UK, I'm now being made to pay for my own DBS, which is just another enhanced check on me, which is everybody else. I think, even though my current DBS is current, so basically what a DBS is, if you work with people that are quite vulnerable, or if you're about to work with people like children, what they'll do is they'll just do a background check basically, and usually the company will pay for that. So those background checks usually last 4 years, and mine is only at the 2 year stage. But because I'm from Ireland, this new company have said you have to do it again. So that's a bit of a pain. Um, and some companies will pay for it, and they're saying you have to pay for it. So, um, kind of funny how different companies have different rules. But I totally get that, Tassos. It is a rule breaker if you're not going to stay in the city where you live. You don't want to meet somebody and then have to, like, it's a long distance relationship, then, isn't it? This look is just going, it feels like I'm trying to sneak, like the lighting is so unusual, like I'm trying to, okay. So I just popped a little kind of creamier color on as well. Um, I'll stay around a little bit longer. I'm not finished my makeup, but I just thought I'll just stick around a bit. Um, just popping a few things back before I go in. With the next product, basically. And I'm just looking at what I have as well. What about trainings? What about training and new seminars? Do you have to do them? Well, my boss said that anything current, any of all of our training, they're going to move over. So that's good. I don't have to do that. If there's anything that they do that we've never done, we'll all go on that course or training. But yeah, that's the only thing I have to do because I'm from Ireland. Hi, Natalie. How are you? Having a bit of a nightmare with my lights at the minute, as you can see. Looks like I'm getting ready in the dark, but the lights have just been going on and off, so it's a little bit of a pain. But I'm good. How are you? Um, so luckily I get to keep the training that's in date. But for example, if they have completely different training that none of us have done, we'd all go together on that training. But they said because I'm from Ireland, I need to do my DBS again. So it's called an enhanced DBS. Most companies will pay for them, but they're saying that we pay for them. So a little bit of a pain, but I'm trying not to take it too personally, because if you look around the world right now, even though I'm legally allowed to work here, I'm sure there are people that, particularly, we're getting a lot of, even in Ireland, I'm not an illegal immigrant. I'm obviously working here, pay taxes, but because I'm not from here, sometimes it does make me feel um like, I'm being double checked rather than other people, Good, thank you. Are you starting a new job? No, my company have actually been the company I work for have been bought out by another company. And they've said that I have to, even though my DBS is in date, they've said because I'm from Ireland that I have to do it again, even though the company was able to say everything's fine. They're saying that I have to do it again and pay for it. So yeah. Mm. You worked at Nataro homes, maybe only known in the southwest. I haven't heard of those, but I was saying that my DBS is in date, so is my colleagues, and I'm having to do it again. And I think it's because it's an enhanced DBS and because I'm from Ireland, but so it just makes me feel a little bit yeah, just a little bit frustrating really, because I would completely understand if my DBS was up, if you know what I mean, but it's not. And it does make me feel a little bit isolated, so it doesn't really make sense because the company that has been taken over are able to say Kira is absolutely fine, her DBS is in date, but they want me to do it again. So I don't know. I think it's because I'm from Ireland. I'm not from the UK. I don't know. I'm actually working with somebody who's not from the UK tomorrow, so we might have a chat about it and just I might ask them if they've had issues or if they've been asked. But yeah, it's kind of like, but I know all around the world, guys, there is kind of a lot of frustration about people that aren't from a certain country that may be living there, but are not from that country, but are working there. And I know there's a lot of also illegal immigrants as well. So I think sometimes when somebody just sees somebody or hears somebody that's not from the country, not all people, because some people are really understanding, some people will just have their own, I guess, thoughts on that. Um, yeah. Oh gosh, the lights are going down, guys. Sorry. Tassos, I worked at Nataro, maybe only known in the southwest. Michael, you're very beautiful. Thank you. Tassos, can I share one experience I had in a dementia home? Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. So I'll just show you guys that palette again if you're just coming on. Hi Vahid, thank you. Oh Kaya, okay. Have a really good time tomorrow at the Halloween party, Kaya. And I'm back on Wednesday at 7, so it'll be an earlier 7, and I promise the lighting will be better. Won't look like I'm in a little tunnel here. But this is what we're looking at today. It's the W7 Socialite Palette. But yes, absolutely, Tassos, if you want to share your experience, for sure. I guess I do have a teaching background and things like that, so I mean it's been on my mind, but the future basically. Fahid, where are you from? I'm from Ireland. So we've gone in with debutante and we've gone in with flair. So we're gonna now go in. Okay. I'm just going to do an outer color now on the outer V with a placement brush. And we're going to use, I'll just show you, I'm going to use Worldly, and this is what that looks like. This lady was crying, and while she was crying, she was caressing my butt. Okay. Well, I don't work in an old person's home, but I can imagine it must be quite an experience. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, dementia is no joke for sure. Yeah, we've got one that has very young dementia. She's young for dementia, early onset, and yeah, he's very forgetful and things like that. But nothing like that. But he's still quite capable. But he's definitely you can see in his behavior that things have changed. Okay. So I'm going to go in with this color just to kind of brighten it up a bit. Right here. I feel like the lights are just going to go. I don't know. I just have this feeling. So this is like a, this is called Pink Diamond. And it's just like a little shimmer. I wouldn't call it full on glitter. I'd call this, absolutely, this is glitter. This is Old Money. Now that surely is glitter. This one here is kind of like more of a shimmer. And the difference between glitter and shimmer isn't going to come away in your hand too easily. Glitter almost comes off in like chunks sometimes. So I tend to always use both with my hands, just so you can control the amount that goes on. And you can build it up. I think anything that you can build up is great. And that's what it looks like. And I'm just patting that on like that. It'll probably come out in the photos a lot better. All I can do is apologize, guys, for the lights. So you can see it just lifts up the eye if you see. So this you can still see, obviously there's like a curve and the cream and the inside is there. But once you put a little bit of glitter, not much, it kind of lifts up, elongates the eye a little bit. If you're new here, guys, there is a competition on my channel right now. It's for the 24 days of Christmas calendar from Makeup Revolution. I'm giving it away. It's a giveaway just to say thank you so much to all of the support that I've had. There's a video on how to enter on my channel, so definitely take a look at that. It's the vegan Makeup Revolution. In case you're against, obviously, animal testing, all of that kind of thing. You get 24 products and it's a big calendar, so definitely take a look at the video and enter it. It's for the subscribers. It's a subscriber giveaway just to say thank you. Vahid, you don't need to wear makeup. You're beautiful. I think I do. I feel I do, but thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. But personally, I feel I do. Okay. But Tassos, have you decided where you really want to go? And you know your time frame and things like that. If anyone's been to the New Forest, guys, let me know. As I said in the beginning of the live, I've got a few days off in November, and I've decided just to go and stay there. I think it's in Southampton. But it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. And where I'm from in Ireland, there was always a lot of nature around and a lot of kind of the beach and things like that. Now I realize there's no beach down there, but there's a lot of forest and just beautiful kind of wildlife, and it's kind of serene and calm. So I'll definitely take a vlog there. Might not be live there, but I'll do a video. I just love being in nature and things like that, so that's going to be exciting. Tassos, no, you haven't decided. Okay. Okay. I'm building that up, guys. So as I put up, you can see the strength you get, but actually I'm just building it up. I think something buildable is you have more control. Whereas if I was to go in with something, I'll just swatch it just to show you. If I was to go in with this, look how much comes off. So that's glitter, that's shimmer. That's what I mean. So for sure, I'm just going to take some water and I'll just swatch those for you there. So you can see the difference, guys. This is certainly glitter, this is shimmer, but you get really good color payoff. So if you've missed what the name of this is the W7 Socialite Palette, and that's what it looks like. Okay, I'm just going to take some water, but I thank you guys for sticking with me through this light outage. If you want to make $1,000, yeah, me too. I'll double it. Okay. I enjoy your conversations, Vahid. Okay. Okay, so another one I want to show you is First Class. This is here. This is a beautiful color, guys. And if I had gone a different way, this is a really beautiful color. So I'll just swatch that for you. You can see you certainly get color payoff with these. You really do. But yes, Tassos, I think we're in the same boat when we're talking about that for sure. So what I'm going to do is just, because it's quite a warm day today, especially in this room, I'm just going to reset just certain areas so it's just not looking so dewy, basically. So I'm going to use the collections, and that's the setting powder. And we're just going to kind of pop that around the areas where it's looking a little bit dewy. Okay. And I'm just going to use my highlighter brush from e.l.f. And we're just going to take some of that on the brush. I think you're barking up the wrong tree, Michael. So all I'm doing is mattifying that, guys, just because it's not the look I'm going for. The lights obviously are overheating. There's something wrong, obviously, that I will have to kind of look at afterwards. So just in the meantime, so you guys can see kind of the benefit of the actual makeup, I'm just kind of going to, now you can see it's just a little bit better, and this is what it would look like normally. So I want to give the makeup its kind of due, if you know what I mean. So that's that. All I can do is apologize for the lighting, guys. It's not what I intended. Okay, so that's what you can see, guys. And also, this is a really good, collections are very good in terms of saving, but also it's the first powder I found that has an SPF 20. So not only are you taking care of your SPF and your moisturizer, we've used the NYX SPF 30 in our skin tint. We're now setting everything with an SPF 2, which I'm really impressed with. I'm really impressed by that. Yeah, I think he did, and he should. That's kind of disturbing, but I'm sure people get worse, but it's not what I want to hear. But let's hope he moved on. Because he needs to, I think. Yeah, totally agree. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just have a look for the lipsticks. There is obviously an oil that I use that I can show you a lot. It's the Revolution Pout Lip Oil. You get them in melon, mango, and raspberry, and I've got raspberry. Yeah, really odd, guys. Seriously. What kind of person? Anyway, yeah, I don't want to judge people either. I have to say, guys, this is just a story that it's reminded me of. Not that it's the same, but it's person I used to know. They their partner broke up with them, and they were only in their 20s. And she wasn't quite sure why, and they both moved on. And then he got back in contact with her. I remember her telling me this. He got back in contact with her a couple of years later, and she just got this random text from him saying, "I'm getting married tomorrow." And she was like, "Okay, congratulations." And he was like, "Yeah, but we never said goodbye." And she was like, "Sorry." And yeah, he wanted to have a goodbye evening, even though he's getting married the next week or to the next day. And it just goes to show some people, and not just men, some people have a different kind of thought process when it comes to certain things. But certainly, Tassos, it's a good idea that he kind of moved on. So actually, guys, I will show you another. I did show, actually check out yesterday's live because I tagged a lipstick trio. It's amazing. They're red, medium raspberry, and rose. There's a whole video there, so definitely take a look. I think because this kind of suits the look, I don't think there's a kind of an issue or a problem not going into another color. I think it's quite nice, particularly if you're looking for a daytime look. So what I'll do is just get the mascara that I've put up here. But yes, guys, even though it's Monday, for me it feels a lot later in the week. I don't know why it does. Okay, so we're just going to go in. This is the Rimmel, and it's the Scandalize, and it's the waterproof, basically. But definitely, guys, if you're interested in makeup and mental health videos, definitely take a look at the channel. There is a competition going on at the minute for the 24 Days of Christmas calendar. The reason I'm doing it in November is so the winner actually gets to use it for December, and then kind of they can kind of pick up what they like and use it all at once, or just do it day by day. So definitely take a look at that. And if you do like anything on the channel, subscribe. And it's always great to have people in the beauty community new. But yes, it's I had a conversation the other day actually just with my friend. You know, relationships, they look, you know, from the outside, they look really good, but then it's hard sometimes, you know, to know what you're getting into. If you're trying to get into something new, it can be really particularly because everything's moved online. You know, well, mostly it's very rare for people to meet. When I say naturally, it's very rare for people to meet kind of in the sense of, you know, through friends anymore. A lot of it is online. So yeah, it's we were talking about it literally the other day, kind of. Yeah. So okay, so this is waterproof. There is one with a blue top which isn't waterproof. So I'm not sure why they made one that's not waterproof, but they did. Just so you know, the purple one, just in case you pick it up and it's blue, that isn't waterproof. This is Rimmel Scandalized Wow Mascara. This is the waterproof. So I'm just going to. Oh, great, Natalie. You entered the competition. Amazing. I've had a couple of people come through already, but I'm making sure I know all of your names and putting it in a section. It looks like a great kind of not only competition, but the actual pack itself is full, and I can guarantee you full of products. It's amazing. And you know, and if you're somebody you know, that is against kind of you know, animal testing, things like that. Everything is animal cruelty free. And it's not just makeup, there's beauty in there as well. So it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's really good. So I'm just popping on this. Um, and it's just to say thank you to all of you, you know, for you know, supporting me. I know I'm not, and I think I've had conversations about this before. I'm definitely not the that's gone really bright. Sorry. I'm definitely not kind of, I know, the hugest on YouTube, but that's not to me. I just want to thank people that have supported me. So I hope you you do kind of enter like you say you did. And what we can do then is the 24th, and if you've looked at the video, the 24th of November is going to be where I pick out a winner, and then at least then if I put it on first class post, it will get to that person then by the time the 1st of December comes, because you want to be able to use it. It's a December calendar. But yeah, some of the products are tiny, some of them are really big. So yeah, it's really good. Really, really pretty one too. So hi Kaya, you're back. Amazing. You must be excited about your Halloween party tomorrow. I think if I ever get a chance, like I said earlier, Kaya, I will be dressing up as Wednesday Addams. I might just host a Halloween party just to do that. Um, um, yeah, you should be, Kaya. Amazing. Oh, Tassos. Anytime I asked a girl's number, it was a yes. People, I think, are still open to meeting people naturally. We just don't do it enough. That might be it too, I think. Yeah, that's very true. We don't, yeah, people don't make that, not that they don't make the effort, they just don't have the confidence, I think, sometimes to actually say, you know, about meeting up, maybe. And I think the pandemic hasn't helped, you know, even though we're a long time out of the pandemic for sure. I think not, you know, I think because we were all, you know, staying in and everything was online, it just kind of got us so used to a certain way of living, you know. Um, Okay, so I've put about 3 coats on this. Now again, you can do it on the bottom lashes if you want. I do have close to me, and I think I know where I put it, Fenty Beauty's Hella Thick Black Mascara from Rihanna, and that's the only one that I really trust on the bottom lashes. So if it's near to me, I will use it. And if not, if you know, after I come off the live, I'll pop it on before, and then we can use it in the post section. I can show it in the post section. Um, but no, I agree. I agree, Tassos. It's really, yeah, Kaya. I really do hope you have a good time. You know, your outfit sounds really creative, actually, really, really creative. Okay, let me find that Fenty Beauty. If it's not here, guys, I certainly will. Oh, it's right here. um, okay, just take some water. This is what it looks anyway before I take the water. This is the miniature version. It cost £11 on Sephora. It's hella thick black mascara volumizing from Fenty Beauty, and it's Rihanna's. I got the miniature. I just wanted to see what it was all about. And very, very good. So we'll pop that on the bottom lashes in a moment. Are you still feeling a bit on edge after the pandemic? I am not as much as I used to be, but I was one of the essential workers. So everybody was to stay home. But when I was a support worker, you couldn't leave the guys because they are independent living, but they do need someone constantly there. So we used to have to hand over. So you would be in a mask for maybe 12 or 13 hours a day. Um, and, you know, I didn't have um, I didn't have a break from that. So I was seeing all this news. I was still outside when everybody else was told to stay in. So it definitely made you anxious, because all essential workers still had to keep working. So yeah, I was part of the essential workers. So yeah, it was really unusual, and it did give you slight anxiety because you knew other people were safe in their home or trying to keep safe by staying home, and you had to kind of go out into the community. So it definitely, I think, gave me a little bit of anxiety. Not so much now, but it did. Yeah, I got the top in second hand. Oh wow, okay. Is there any design on the top? I remember the pain behind the ears. Yeah, and you know that you couldn't like breathe properly, and it was, you got so hot so quick. Yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a time where you learned a lot about life and about yourself and about your strengths, and if you had a weakness, it became a strength. Um, so yeah, definitely. But it was a weird feeling going out to work when everybody else was in. But yeah. But in saying that, when I went to their house, they couldn't really, unless it was a really important, you know, hospital appointment, or we had to bring them to like neurology or something. They did not understand why they had to stay in. So a lot of it for them was mental health and trying to actually, you can't explain sometimes to certain people with abilities, disabilities even, sorry, why they have to stay in. So yeah, it was definitely a trying time. You served the community and made a difference. Thank you. Yeah, 2 pockets and 8 on the bottom. Wow. So this is what the actual spoolie kind of looks like. Kind of thick, but the actual I think the consistency of the product is really, really good. So I do trust it on the bottom lashes. I'm going to actually use my mirror. It sounds really good. Is it like a competition, or is it just kind of like everyone's dressing up? Okay, I'm just going to grab my little mirror here from the Kiko Milano. We have used that today, but this is, they have a little mirror, which is great. It's very travel friendly. Okay, so I'll just use this to the side. Not long to go now, guys. And again, on Wednesday, I promise I will, to the best of my ability, the lights will be completely different. Remember Tassos yesterday, she told us she was 12. Um, when I was at her age, I used a tape recorder and was listening to talk radio at night. um, oh, okay, you didn't want to mention the age. Oh, you got your whole life ahead of you, Kaya. It's amazing. So you can see it just kind of gives that look, but it doesn't make the product kind of fall anywhere it shouldn't, which can happen with a lot of, no matter if it's high end or low end mascara. Even though this is high end, there can be some low end mascaras that can be really good too. But I just found, as I got the sample, I realized actually it's really good on the bottom lashes as well. So we're just going to do a little bit this side, and then I think we'll leave that. And again, I keep looking and seeing how the lights, and all I can do is apologize. But I think for now we'll leave it at that. And what we might do is do a little color as well, a deeper color from maybe a burgundy from the Socialite palette. Okay. But now I think after the pandemic, we're all just building our confidence again, I think. And, you know, our social skills are coming back. I ran out of my water so quick tonight. Kaya, when did you know what your dream job was? I used to be in a choir when I was little, and I always wanted to be a singer. That would have been my dream job, to be a singer and performer. I'm not in my dream job right now, but I do appreciate the job I'm in, and appreciate what I've gone to college to do. But I did want to be, when I was, my dream was to be a singer. Do you have a kind of idea, Kai, a couple of ideas what you'd like to be? I agree, Kira. Okay. I love music. I don't know, when I was singing, I used to feel like just peace, and something that I always wanted. So I'm going to get a really kind of placement brush, and we're going to go in with Pearl Clutch right on the inside. Well, you're 12, so I guess you've got so much time. And just enjoy being 12. Enjoy kind of just being with friends and just experiencing things, It's a great time. I know it has its challenges in school and things like that, but, definitely enjoy the age you are, for sure. You like music as well, Tassos, it's your passion. Do you play an instrument? I don't play an instrument. I always just sang in the choir. I have a friend who plays the piano. She's really, really good. So all this is doing is opening the eye up a little bit. So even though we have that mascara on the bottom two lashes, it's this kind of is giving, and this is Pearl Clutch. It's just giving that kind of wide awake look. Okay, and then what I'll do is just a little bit on the inner corners as well, just to like that. So it just makes everything a little bit fresher. Yeah, like that. And then what we might do is go in with Cosmopolitan and get the same brush and then use that to kind of where we did the mascara. Tassos, you should follow Kira's path and become a nurse or a vet. I can sense your intelligence. Absolutely. Tassos, I play percussions, but I also use a program on the computer where I make music. That's amazing to make your own music. Kaya, I'd like to travel and help people to give out food. That'd be amazing. That'd be really, really amazing. There's so many countries, isn't there, that need help. That'd be such a good thing to do. So what I'm going to do is go in with the Cosmopolitan, and I'm just going to, if I just show you guys, Cosmopolitan is this one here. This is not doing it justice, honestly, guys. It's a really, really good palette. I know it's a dupe for high end. Again, W7, as you can see, and I can attest to it, the eyeshadow colors stay on, honestly, and I haven't even put primer on. Obviously, I've had concealer, which can actually, act as a primer. But the colors are gorgeous. So if you're saying this is a nice color, but I want to use dark ones, you have a lot to choose from there. So we're going to pop in. Natalie, that is a lovely eyeshadow palette. Yeah, no, it's really, really good. And it's a really all around the year kind of all rounder, I think, because the colors are just so adaptable to different seasons. Um, and they really are. So I'm just going to go under here, just at the outer edge there. As you can see, it kind of matches this color here. It's slightly darker, but it gives that kind of smoky look without being over the top. And again, there will be pictures. I have a few friends that are nurses, but I think it's, okay, one of the lights has completely gone off. Sorry, guys, it is on charge. As you can see, I think it might be coming to the end. Kaya, you can do that, but that's how I met a friend of mine. She was volunteering in Greece and we met there. That's amazing. It's a really good thing to do. Really, really good thing to do. I give money to a charity in the UK called Refuge, and I've got a few friends that have volunteered for them, and they've like run the mini marathon for them, and it's like a shelter or a charity for families that need, kind of, obviously, as it says, refuge, and helps women and families and children that need, food and accommodation and things like that. So okay, okay. So I think I'll do a little bit more mascara on the top. Maybe set the face again just in the T-zone, because I can see it, maybe the lights, it's not doing kind of the foundation any justice. All I can do is apologize, guys. They've all been charged. It's just been a bit of an odd video tonight, an odd live. So this is what it is. It's collections, it's SPF 20, it's got vitamin E, and it is just a setting powder. So what we're going to do is just do what we did earlier, use the e.l.f. Fluffy brush, and we're just going to go and set a couple of other areas just where I can see it's getting a little bit like dewy due to the heat and things like that. Tassos, they were giving food to the poor. Cali, UK, have you heard of Focus for Hope? No, I haven't. I haven't heard of those. Okay. Again, if you're wondering why the brows are left the way they are, there's a video on my channel, and it's just here. It's the Eyelure Dye Brow. They come in blonde, light brown, medium brown, and dark brown. This is dark brown. This is my second week. There's two mixtures you put on. There's an activator and a cream. You leave them on for 15 minutes, and it says it lasts for 6 weeks. So I'm on my second week now, and I'm pretty impressed with it. And it says you get 12 uses. So still kind of testing that. And what I didn't want to do is come on every day and put on like a brow kind of product, because it's kind of defeating the purpose. So yeah, so far I think it's quite good. It's quite good. Tassos, this was a modified engine car like bricks we have here. A modified engine car. So we'll just do a little bit more mascara on the top, and then I think the photos will do it more justice. I feel like I need to keep apologizing for the lighting. It's just flickering on and off. It will certainly be better on Wednesday, guys. But if you're looking for a really good palette, and you kind of want to maybe focus your money wise on other things, this is a really good one to go for. It's on the W7 website itself. I'll show it to you now in a minute again. It's on Amazon. It's available in Superdrug. And I'll just show you. So it comes with a full length this a full length mirror. Um, and this is the colors again, guys. I just want to show you so that you can see, even if the light hasn't done us justice because it's been flickering, this is what you get. You do get a brush, but I took it out. I use my own. And the other thing I like about this palette, guys, is that you get an equal amount of mattes and shimmers, which you don't often get. You know, so yes, and obviously it's got a full length mirror, but I won't blind you guys. Tassos, that sound that came from your window, what sound? I didn't hear a sound. um, I kind of have a sky window up here. Um, yeah, well, for me, it's 22:32. Well, I think I've come to the end, Kaya, almost now. So I don't think I'll do setting powder because I'm actually going to jump in the shower after this because I do need to. I've got work tomorrow and, you know, it's always chaotic on an overnight. But yeah, I think here I started at 8, so I'm sure it must be about 9:30 now, UK time. But Callie, no, I haven't heard of Focus for Hope. I'll definitely look at that. Yeah, Refuge is just something that I just wanted to help out. A couple of my friends have done the mini marathon. I haven't, but they have for them, and they've sponsored them, so it's quite good. Finish this water again. I'm not going to do setting spray because I think it'll just make it dewy again. I've definitely done well with the water tonight, guys. Same. Hi. So, guys, this is it. It's just a really weird time for everybody, isn't it? And I think we all have to stay positive. It's hard, isn't it, to say that because it's, you know, it's one of those things. So many things happen to different people, and we all deal with it in different ways. So it's good to have this kind of outlet. I think I find it really useful. So I want to say thank you for the subscribers and people that jump on the lives with me. Everyone new is always welcome, but you know, I love doing makeup, but I also really look forward to kind of finding out how you guys are as well. It's important to me, you know. So but yes, Kaya, it's getting late, isn't it? So I didn't hear a sound from the window tassels, but I'll take a look at that in a moment. I'll just check something's come up with settings. Sorry guys, I'll just check that for a moment. Oh, it's just come up with allow messages, but there has been messages, so it might be just a fault with YouTube. So guys, I think this is going to be the end of the look. I just want to say to Kaya, have a great time tomorrow. It's given me ideas to want to do, maybe plan something next year for a Halloween party and dress up as Wednesday Addams. Tassos, I hope your plans for the future and things like that are good. And I really hope, you know, I wish you everything positive, Tassos, for the future because I know you're such a hard worker. And you know, every single day doing the job you do, like I do as well. I'm in, you know, overnights are no joke. Things like that, traveling to and from work. You know, sometimes I know when I lived in my other house, not knowing where I'm going to live and knowing I wanted to go. So I do link into all of that. So, you know, really do sending positive vibes to everybody. Natalie, take care too. Hopefully this week goes okay for me and my new company, everything goes all right. I say new company, we're just being taken over, but it seems like, you know, when you get so many new company emails, you kind of really overwhelms you. But the really good thing that my boss said is all of your current training and certificates are okay. So it's only if the new company want to send you on something you have to do. Because if I had to kind of do it all again, oh my goodness. Tassos, I thank you for being such a great company and late night ritual. You too. It's great to see you. Kaya, you're welcome. And yeah, I'll say good night now, guys, and figure out, you know, my lights and everything else. You know, really does mean a lot to me, guys. Definitely check out that bye, Kaya, and have great fun tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday at 7 o'clock UK time, so that might be a bit easier for people. Wednesday's a little bit more of a you know, an easier day to get to 7 o'clock. Guys, have a great night, whatever you decide to do. And tomorrow, everybody, I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you again on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Bye, guys.